Well, I've forgotten my first love, but my future and present love is right here in my heart.
Don't tell me.
Sheridan Crane.
Doc, come on, Hank. Forget about her.
No can do.
Look, she's a Crane, and getting involved with a Crane is only going to cause
She's
you...
not like the rest of them.
Hank, why don't you find yourself a down-home Harmony girl? I mean, somebody real. Somebody you can raise a family with. Look, there's nothing like having kids. I mean, seeing yourself and your firstborn son, it's, man, it's an incredible feeling, you know? Look, don't get me wrong. I love my girls every bit as much as I love Noah. There's something special about a son.
You've got it all, bro. I gotta get going.
Where you going?
Sheridan's.
You know what? Maybe I'll tag along with you. Check on Luis, make sure he's doing all right.
What'd Gwen mean, Sheridan? Who's she gonna kill? And why was she talking about my sister?
Gwen's upset because Ethan called off the wedding.
Who, what?
He's having second thoughts.
It's a little late for that, isn't it? The wedding's tomorrow.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Typical Crane stunt.
You know, you're wrong. Ethan didn't mean to hurt Gwen. He loves her.
Yeah, and the only way to show the depth of his love was to dump her, huh?
Well, he felt that with the way things were, he had no other choice but to call it off.
Yeah. Doesn't matter to me as long as it doesn't affect my family. You know, but you still haven't told me why you were talking about Teresa.
Well, Teresa was helping out with the wedding. Apparently she has a real knack with flowers.
She was helping out with the wedding?
She wanted to make some extra money, and she knew that you would be unhappy, so that's why she didn't say anything.
Unhappy? Try furious.
Look, Luis, would you give your sister a break? I mean, she wasn't contaminated by the Cranes, and she made some extra money. Why don't you, step outside for a minute? I really need to talk to Gwen alone. She's in a lot of pain.
All right. But I'm not through with this Teresa thing, all right? I feel like I'm not getting the whole story, and I want it.
Oh, yes, right there. That's the spot.
Will you let me know if there's any other spots?
I'll make a list.
Oh, Julian. You deserve to be taken care of. You're such a special man. I mean, you see something you want, you go after it, and you get it. Oh, I admire that in a man. I admire you.
One does what one can.
Oh, you do more than that. You make things happen. You know, it's a shame your family insisted you marry Ivy. If you don't mind my saying so, she's so cold.
Yes. An ice princess.
So completely unlike you. You know, I knew your marriage was a mistake from the very beginning. I was there, remember? I was Ivy's maid of honor.
Oh, fair maid you were, Rebecca. And all.
Yes, I knew your marriage would come off the tracks the minute you walked down that aisle.
Yes. Train wreck waiting to happen.
It's just such a pity. I mean, with your power and my talents. Oh, silly me. What am I saying?
I'll bite. What are you saying?
We could conquer the world.
Tell me more.
Well, I mean, what if you were to just forget Ivy? You know, get rid of her and, well, and we got together.
Yes, we'd make a formidable team.
Unbeatable.
sacrificed, Pilar. So much. I mean, I kept Ethan's parentage from him. I've never breathed a word of it to anyone, just so that my son could inherit the Crane mantle one day. And the thought that he is going to lose it, I will not have it. Rosita, I mean, you plan something so carefully. You build every moment, and then you endure the frustration and the loneliness and the heartache.
I am so tired of your whining.
What?
For years, I have listened to you go on and on about your problems since before you were even married. What about my problems? Huh? Have you ever considered for just a moment that I might be upset about something?
Why?
No. No. There have been times when I was worried sick. I am now.
I didn't know.
You didn't want to know. My family has been torn apart. The love of my life, my husband, disappears. My son Antonio gone, and now my daughter. God only knows where she is. And the only thing that you can think about is yourself.
Right.
Maybe Luisa's right. Maybe the Cranes are to blame for Martin's disappearance. They're certainly the reason that Ed's gone.
Pilar.
No. Luis risks his life to protect Sheridan. And my daughter works at the mansion. She does your bidding. She does whatever Gwen wants her to do for the wedding, even though it's killing her inside. God, and what does my family get in return? What? Scorn, anger, and a one-way ticket to nowhere.
I had nothing to do with that. The ticket was Rebecca's idea.
Yes, right, Ivy, because you were up at the mansion with your designer clothes and your jewels and your servants moaning about your lost love.
That's a cruel thing to say.
One day you say, I swear, Pilar, I am going to tell Sam that Ethan is his son, and the next day you say you can't. Well, I am sick and tired of it.
Yes, you've made that quite clear.
What about me? What about what's happened to my family? Do we count for absolutely nothing?
You've never spoken to me this way before.
Well, maybe it's time I did.
Now, Teresa, even if we don't win first prize, you make a beautiful bride to be.
Really?
I wouldn't lie. And you know what? This is a lot of fun.
I'm having fun too.
I just wish Chad and Whitney would let themselves enjoy it too.
They will if they're meant to. True love always wins out in the end. Only this time.